Level 1, the approach. You're 24 years old. You're sitting in a sports bar in Prague. It's 9 p.m. You're drinking a beer you don't want. You're waiting. A man sits down across from you, mid-50s, expensive watch, calm eyes. You did 2 tours in Afghanistan, he says. Not a question. You nod. Scout sniper, 43 confirmed kills. You don't respond. The army taught you to kill people from 1,000 meters away. Then they sent you home with a handshake and thanked you for your service. You take a drink. How's that working out? He asks. You're 3 months behind on rent. You work security at a warehouse for $15 an hour. You wake up at 3 a.m. with nightmares. I have a job, he says. One job, $50,000. He slides a photo across the table. A man, late 30s, businessman. He's a problem for some people. He needs to not be a problem anymore. You look at the photo. You look at him. Why me? Because you've already done it, he says. You just did it for free. You take the photo. 3 weeks later, the target dies. Heart attack at a restaurant. The autopsy shows nothing. No one suspects anything. You're $50,000 richer. You're also a contract killer now. Level 2, the freelancer. You're 26. You've done 4 jobs in 18 months. A businessman in Berlin, a lawyer in Milan, a journalist in Istanbul, a gang member in Los Angeles. Different methods, different cities, different reasons you'll never know. You don't ask questions. Questions are dangerous. You receive a file, a target, a deadline, a payment method. You work alone. No team, no partner, no one who can turn on you. You're a freelancer, the bottom tier, the one-off contractor. You get the jobs no one else wants. Difficult targets, short timelines, low pay. You make $30,000 to $60,000 per contract. You live in cheap hotels. You cross borders with fake passports. You own nothing that can be traced. Your method is simple. Follow the target for 2 weeks. Learn their routine. Find the moment they're vulnerable. A parking garage, an empty street, a hotel room. It takes 3 seconds. A suppressed pistol, 2 shots. Center mass, 1 to the head. You're gone before anyone finds the body. You don't feel guilt. You stopped feeling things in Afghanistan. You're a technician, a problem solver. Nothing more. But you're also sloppy sometimes. You leave evidence, shell casings, fibers, witnesses. You're lucky the police are incompetent. You realize you need to be better. Level 3, the specialist. You're 28. You've refined your craft. You're not sloppy anymore. You're precise. You're a specialist now. You've developed a signature method. Staged accidents. You make murders look like natural causes. Heart attacks, overdoses, suicides, car crashes. A target in London, 52 years old, hedge fund manager. He's stealing from the wrong people. You don't shoot him. You tamper with his medication. You replace his blood pressure pills with something else. Something that stops his heart in his sleep. He dies at home. His wife finds him in the morning. The doctors call it a heart attack. The funeral is well attended. No one suspects. You're paid $120,000. Another target, 38, tech executive. She knows too much about company's fraud. You follow her for 3 weeks. She drinks a lot. Every night she drives home drunk. You wait on a mountain road. 1 a.m., no witnesses. You've disabled the guardrail. You force her off the road. Her car rolls 200 feet down a cliff. It explodes on impact. The police rule it an accident. Blood alcohol level, 0.19. Another tragedy. These things happen. You're making $100,000 to $200,000 per job now. You're building a reputation. the clean kills. The invisible ones. Your phone rings more often. Word spreads in circles you'll never see. You buy a condo in Panama under a shell company. You have escape routes planned from every city. You have fake identities in 3 countries. You're not rich yet, but you're getting there. Level 4, the ghost. You're 31. You're a ghost now. The elite tier. The one people whisper about. You only take high-value contracts. Politicians, oligarchs, witnesses, people whose deaths will be investigated. You're paid $300,000 to $500,000 per job. A Russian oligarch in London. He's planning to testify against the Kremlin. MI6 is protecting him. Safe house, armed guards, cameras. You spend 6 months planning. You can't shoot him. Too obvious. You can't poison him. They test his food. You can't make it look like an accident. Too suspicious. So you wait. He has a mistress. 26 years old. She visits twice a week. The security team lets her through. They vetted her. She's clean. You approach her. Not as yourself. As someone else. A wealthy businessman. You wine and dine her. You romance her. You never mention the oligarch. 3 months later, she's in love with you. She trusts you completely. You give her a gift, an expensive perfume. She loves it. What she doesn't know, the bottle is laced with a nerve agent, a Russian-made toxin, undetectable until it's too late. She wears it to his safe house. She kisses him. She touches his face. He dies 18 hours later. Sudden organ failure. The doctors are baffled. The autopsy shows nothing. The mistress dies 3 days after him. The perfume bottle is destroyed. No evidence. MI6 suspects it was Moscow. They're right. They just don't know Moscow hired you. You're $500,000 richer. You're also a ghost. No one knows your face. No one knows your name. You're a rumor. A legend. You like it that way. Level 5. The broker's favorite. You're 34. You don't get jobs from random contacts anymore. You work through a broker. He's the middleman, the one who connects clients to contractors. He takes 20%, but he brings you the best work. Governments, cartels, corporations, the people who pay 7 figures. A target in Dubai, 58, arms dealer. He's selling weapons to the wrong groups. Some very powerful people want him gone. The contract? $1.2 million. The challenge? He has a security team, 6 men, former special forces. They sweep for bugs. They vary his routes. They trust no one. You can't get close, so you don't try. You hack his calendar. You know he's flying to Monaco in 3 days. Private jet. He trusts his pilot. Big mistake. You approach the pilot, not with threats, with money. $200,000. Cash. He takes it. The plane takes off. 30 minutes into the flight, the cabin depressurizes. It looks like mechanical failure. The plane crashes into the Mediterranean. All passengers die, including the target. The investigation rules it an accident, faulty maintenance, the airline is sued, the pilot's family gets the insurance payout. You're $1 million richer after the broker takes his cut. You buy a villa in Costa Rica, you have $4 million in offshore accounts. You could retire, but you don't, because you're good at this, better than anyone. And the phone keeps ringing. Level 6, the cleaner. You're 37? You're not just killing targets anymore. You're cleaning up messes. You're a cleaner, the one they call when a job goes wrong. A crew tried to kill a cartel boss in Mexico City. They failed. 2 of the contractors got captured. They're in a warehouse. The cartel is torturing them for information. If they talk, they'll expose the entire network. Clients, brokers, other contractors. You're hired to fix it. You don't negotiate. You don't extract them. You kill them before they can talk. You hit the warehouse at 4 a.m. 4 cartel guards outside. You're in and out in 6 minutes. You kill the guards. You kill the 2 captured contractors. You burn the warehouse. The cartel thinks it was a rival gang. They never learn the truth. You're paid $800,000. You're also becoming something else. You're not just a killer. You're a fixer, a problem solver, the one who makes situations disappear. But the work is getting darker. You kill a witness who saw too much. She's 19 years old, a college student. Wrong place, wrong time. You make it look like a robbery. You take her purse. You leave the scene messy. She had nothing to do with anything. She just saw a face she shouldn't have seen. You don't think about her. You can't afford to. That night, you drink an entire bottle of whiskey. You don't sleep. The next morning, you take another contract. Level 7, the International. You're 40. You operate on every continent now. Asia, Europe, South America, Africa, Middle East. You're an international contractor, the one with no borders. A Chinese dissident in Singapore, a journalist in Istanbul, a businessman in Sao Paulo, a warlord in Mogadishu. You've killed in 23 countries. You speak 6 languages. You have passports from 8 nations. You're making $2 million per job. You're worth $15 million. You own properties you've never visited. But you're also paranoid. You know that every contractor eventually gets burned, either caught or killed. No one retires from this life. Not really. You change your appearance every 2 years. Plastic surgery, hair color, weight. You have 3 different faces in 3 different passports. You don't have friends. You don't have family. You had a sister once. You haven't spoken to her in 12 years. She thinks you're dead. You don't have relationships. The last woman you dated, you had to cut ties with after 3 months. She asked too many questions. You live in hotels. You never stay more than a week. You trust no one. Not your broker. Not your clients. Not the people you work with. You sleep with a gun under your pillow. You wake up at every sound. You're one of the best in the world at what you do, but you're also completely alone. Level 8, the hunted. You're 43. Something went wrong. A job in Vienna. A politician. Someone took a photo. Blurry. Security camera. But it's you. Interpol has it. The CIA has it. The Mossad has it. They don't know your name, but they know your face. Your face from 3 years ago before the last surgery. But it's enough. You're hunted now. You burn everything. Property sold. Accounts emptied. Identities destroyed. You disappear. You move to a village in Albania. Population 300. No internet, no cameras, cash only. You grow a beard. You learn Albanian. You work on a farm. You're just another foreigner. For 6 months, you're invisible. Then you get a call. The broker. They found 2 contractors last month, he says. Both dead. Someone's cleaning house. Who? You ask. Clients. Governments. Someone decided we know too much. You hang up. You pack your bag. You're gone in 20 minutes. You're not running from the police anymore. You're running from the same people who hired you. You were the hunter. Now you're the prey. Level 9. The ghost who stayed too long. You're 46. You made a mistake. You took one last job. $5 million. Impossible to turn down. A target in Switzerland. Banking executive, connected to governments, cartels, intelligence agencies. His death will send shockwaves. You plan for 8 months. Perfect execution. He dies in his sleep. Poison. untraceable. But someone was watching. Not the police, not the government, another contractor. He's been hired to kill you. You don't know who he is. You don't know where he is. But you know he's coming. You're in Lisbon, a cafe. 11 a.m., you see him across the street, young, maybe 30. He's good. He almost blends in. He's you. 15 years ago. You could run, you could hide, you could disappear again. But you're tired. You walk toward him. He sees you. He doesn't move. You sit down at his table. How much are they paying you? You ask. 3 million, he says. You nod. That's good money. You finish your coffee. You don't have to do this, you say. Yes, I do, he says. You understand? You were him once. You stand up. You walk away. You don't look back. That night, you cross the border into Spain, then Morocco, then Algeria. You disappear. Level 10. The man who doesn't exist. You're 52. You're alive. Barely. You live in a village in Patagonia, Argentina. End of the world. No phones. No internet. No cameras. You're a sheep farmer. You have a small house. A dog. Nothing else. Your hair is gray. Your face is weathered. You look 65. No one knows who you are. No one knows what you did. You've killed 47 people. Maybe more. You stopped counting. You made $30 million over 28 years. It's hidden in accounts across 12 countries. You'll never touch it. It's too dangerous. You live on $400 a month. You grow vegetables. You raise sheep. You drink too much. Every night, you see their faces. The targets. The witnesses. The innocent people who were just in the wrong place. The 19-year-old girl. The college student. She had nothing to do with anything. You see her the most. You're not in prison. You're not dead. You got away with it. But you're not free. You'll spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder, waiting for the knock on the door, waiting for the young contractor who finally finds you. Some nights you almost hope he comes. You're 52 years old. You're a ghost. You're a legend. You're a killer. And you're completely, utterly alone. You traded your soul for money you can never spend. Was it worth it? You'll never know. Somewhere in Prague, a 24-year-old veteran is sitting in a bar. A man in an expensive watch is sliding a photo across the table. The cycle continues.